I'm here in sunny California right now. I'm here for work, but right now, today is kind of a free day, and I'm going to Disneyland very shortly. But first, right back there, you can see it. We're going into a Walmart. The flights here were freaking rough. It took me 3 planes in like 14 hours. It was rough, but I am here, and I'm going to enjoy my free day. We're going to go to Book Off, I think, afterward. Excited for that. Damn, Valentine's in full gear here. I seriously feel like all the Walmarts are almost exactly the same, besides this one has stuff locked up. Regardless, though, the movie choices are pretty minimal. Though that is such a great set right there. Harvey and Vertigo, like that's an amazing set. Uneventful, I just got myself a Pepsi and a Twix, and I'm gonna drive to Anaheim now, which is about an hour and 10 minutes away. For a rental car, I got a Trailblazer, which is kind of nice, actually. So yeah, I'm gonna get there just before 9 o'clock, kinda. I learned this last time I was in California. Traffic here it can be 45 minutes or an hour and a half, and it changes kind of quickly. So we'll see. Just before 9 o'clock isn't too bad, though. They only open at 8, so and it's just me. I don't even know how long I'll spend there. I'm just trying to have a fun day. Try to maximize my time here. Well, I'm here now. I'm sitting in the parking garage waiting. A lot of cars. I don't know what this translates to busyness here, but I'm a single rider at least. That was a heck of a process. It took me from parking until now close to an hour. 10:25. I got in the parking garage at like 9:30. That was the overall though, paying for parking, going through security, and then taking the tram thing to get here. But there is California Adventure, which is where we will be starting, but I have a park hopper today. This is a nice way to spend a free day. Got a Mickey Mouse meet and greet going on. It's definitely weird being in the park alone. I don't do stuff like this alone, really, but it's the circumstances. And it's Disney World. Who can not have fun at, it's Disneyland, sorry. World will be in March, but yeah, who could be bummed at Disneyland?
Hang on, I'm just gonna jump down and meet you. Woo! Here we go, I'll be right down.
I had fun on that in October, but I wasn't good at it. But that I'm going to next.
In order to become a warrior ally of Wakanda, you must first understand the purpose of the Dora Milaje. Dora Milaje means adored one. As the defender of the throne, it is our sole mission to protect the rulers of Wakanda. It is tradition in Wakanda for exceptional women to be chosen by the tribe to train as a Dora. It is a great honor to take on the special mission. In fact, tradition and honor are the first 2 tenets of the Dora Milaje.
I definitely prefer the theming of Worlds where it's still Twilight Zone, but that is a great ride. That's a pretty cool display. April's been watching it. I think she's been liking it. Hollywood Studios. Yeah, I have no idea what my plan is here. I bought a lightning thing so I can do Guardians, since Guardians is like an hour wait right now. I'm not really a fan of waiting if I can get away with it, so I bought a lightning pass. We got Goofy over there meeting and greeting as well. Now we're entering one of the most well-themed lands of, I think, any of the Disney parks, and this is Cars Land. It's so well done. That's a spinning ride, and I suck with spinning rides. I get really sick, so we're not doing that. I love these posters though. Coolant Runnings, that is amazing. And the Santa Clutch. Again, theming here on point. All around, really good food in there. So I'm gonna go there probably afterward. But I think I'm gonna head down to Radiator Springs Racers and see how the single rider line is. All right, so doing the single rider line, which the rest of the line is pretty long. That is an absolutely incredible ride though, totally worth it. It took me about 15-20 minutes to get on, something like that, as a single rider. It's not too bad. All right, so only my second time in this park. I didn't realize I exited out to San Francisco now, or however you pronounce it, from Big Hero 6, which you got the opportunity to meet Baymax. Theming in here is really great, though. Actually, I don't think when April and I were here in October, we actually walked through here. I don't believe we did. Ooh, that definitely catches my eye. Well, I ended up getting the mint one. It looks really good. Well, as expected, this is very, very good. It's a very hearty feeling, but it's great. That was great, but that was super thick, like very thick. I think I need a soda or something like that. But I think soon I'm gonna hop out of California Adventure and go to Disneyland next, I think. I haven't really touched on Pixar Pier yet, but plan is to come back to do the Guardians ride, so maybe I'll come back to this area. Either way, it's just a fun day out. Well, I got myself a Coke on the way out, but look at that. They got a Disneyland 70th Coke. I had no idea. That's kind of cool. Walking towards the entrance area, though, to head towards Disneyland. And the cool thing is, it's very quick. Like, the process of park hopping between these parks, not much compared to Disney World. I'm having a hard time training myself to say land because I've been to World like 6 times. This is only my second time to land. Walked out the exit and it's already just right down there. Like, it's right across like the promenade. That's really cool for Disney's 70th anniversary, but it's so close to park hop here. Alrighty, and we are in Disneyland time now for a few hours. Just like Disney World though, walking through here, it's an awesome feeling. All right, walking down Main Street here, and again, I have no idea where I'm heading to first. I'm just kind of winging this. I suppose we'll start with Adventureland, because why not? Indiana Jones right there. If I can get a lightning lane for that, I'll go on it. And it's right next to the iconic Jungle Cruise, which I haven't been on this Jungle Cruise yet. April and I didn't make it on when we came in October.
All right, Louise, you ready? It's your time to shine. And speak now. Good. Now sing. Wow, everyone give Louise a round of applause. Good job, Louise. I'm so proud of you. We have now accidentally made a turn into a bowl of hippopotami. But do not worry and do not panic. If you panic a little, the hippo's about to attack. Cover your ears so I can scare him off. Look at that, scared them stiff. We're safe for now. Alright everyone, here we are, the moment you've all been waiting for. The marvelous, the stupendous, the eighth wonder of the world, the backside of water!
That is such an absolutely iconic ride. It's funny. It's a classic. Ooh, Pirates of the Caribbean. That is a great one as well. I may or may not go on it. Didn't even know Haunted Mansion is down, so oh well. Wait time for Rise of Resistance isn't too bad. It's 65 minutes. Probably one of the best theme park rides I've ever been on, but it is also at World. I'm gonna ride it with April in March. I was just on it. I'm not waiting that right now, but it is phenomenal. All right, heading into more of Galaxy's Edge. When in Rome, got a moof juice and a Rondo wrap. So I'm gonna try them out. Drink was great. This was solid. I swear, this whole area, anyone that's a Star Wars fan would freaking love this whole area. It's just so immersive. You even got stormtroopers kind of just all around. I I could absolutely never. I'd throw up on that thing. I could never. It looks like it'd be fun though. It's Small World is open. This was closed last time we were here in October, so that's cool that it's open. At 25 minutes wait, I'm just gonna do this. I haven't done this version.
ご協力ありがとうございます。Bienvenidos. Para su seguridad.
That was really cute. I had no idea it was still going to be holiday themed. It was. I imagine they're taking that down soon. Also, very different than Worlds because it has all of like their IP mixed in, and World is nothing like that. So, I don't know. I really enjoyed it. It was cute. I'm really playing dodge the people today, but headed towards Big Thunder Mountain Railroad now. That wasn't open last time we were here, and that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that immensely. I kind of wish I could go right back on it. All right, so last area we didn't really check out today was Tomorrowland, so that's where we're going now. Gonna see about Space Mountain, maybe, but I have to go back to California Adventure soon. I got that lightning lane for the Guardians ride, so I'm gonna head back there. Like I said, relatively soon, but for now, a little bit of Tomorrowland. I would love to get in Space Mountain. Fingers crossed, we'll see what the line looks like. Got Star Tours over there, not interested. Astro Blasters for Buzz Lightyear, not interested. I really suck at those like shooting games like Buzz Lightyear, Toy Story, those type. I'm horrible at those games. Well, that's disappointing. The wait time is 65 minutes. I'm not waiting that. I was just on the ride only back in October, plus we're going to World in March. I'm not waiting an hour right now, kind of is what it is. The freaking lightning lane was all the way till like 7 o'clock, so so we're gonna start heading down the main street and head back towards California Adventure.
So it's a small world just below us. And, off in the distance, majestic Matterhorn Mountain.
So, yeah, I got to the front and then I decided I haven't done the Disneyland train before. So I did the train, got to see a little bit of the parade as it was passing, came off the train and then saw the band. I don't know, good time. So now it is leaving to California Adventure and my Lightning Pass has already started. So I gotta get my way to the Guardians ride. All right, and back into DCA now. Making my way towards the Avengers area. I think I've got about half hour left, so I've got plenty of time to make it there. Making it with plenty of time. They're doing the Spider-Man show back there, but I gotta hit up that. This ride is so damn good.
Today's tour, you will be allowed by most security personnel to see in the flesh Mike, West Acquisitions. The Gardens of the Galaxy.
That ride is something else. It's so freaking good. Seriously, that ride is incredible. So many times up and down. I can't wait to go back on Tower of Terror when I get to World. I love that ride. I'm gonna take a walk back to the Pixar area. I was kind of hoping maybe get in Incredicoaster, and then I looked because I wasn't seeing times listed. Incredicoaster is closed until February 5th. So, damn. Yeah. So I'm just gonna take a walk back there, and I don't know, I'd like something to eat, but otherwise I think I'm getting close to heading out of here, and then I think maybe book off next. I don't know. And I'd like to watch some of the Texans game if I can, hoping the Texans beat the Steelers. We'll see. It's really a shame that that's closed, though. It's such a good coaster. So yeah, now seeing about the Incredicoaster not open. Made it over here. I don't know. I don't know what else. I wish April was here. I really, really do. Theme parks are not the same alone. Well, I did end up going over to there to grab myself one of these. It looked good, and I was passing by it. You know, I'm never going to turn down ice cream. This is so damn good as I'm eating it. This is really good. And it shall be my treat on my way out of here. I'm done. I think I've hit up everything I want to, can, and yeah, head to the car. Then I'm gonna kind of go from there. Been a fun 6 hours or so, bouncing between the two parks. Almost to my car, and this thing is mostly gone. Really, really fun time. Like I said, I think there's a book off 20-some minutes away, and my hotel is like an hour and 10 minutes away. Yeah, and then I get work the rest of the week, but I'm going to try to fit stuff in after work, so it's fun. I'm California. Enjoy it. All right, that's where we're going. It's a book off. I've been in New York's before. There's tons of these things around this area. This is one in Costa Mesa. My hotel, which is about an hour from here, has another one, so I'm going to try to check out multiple. They've got books, movies, etc. So check it out. If you've never been to a book off before, it is just like a Second and Charles or Half Price Books or any of those other countless chains that specialize in just, hey, sell us your shit, we'll turn around and price it and sell it to somebody else. That's all they are. They don't have really a whole lot in the way of new stock. It's almost all used. The cool thing with them is you can find absolute gems. Sometimes people will trade in some pretty rare stuff. The stores also know when they have pretty rare stuff and they price it accordingly. But I found stuff I don't generally see, like the Rocky and Bullwinkles here. Like, I don't generally run across the Rocky and Bullwinkles all that much. And to run across, 5 of them all right in a row, I was kind of tempting. There was some pretty cool stuff in the TV area here. I needed April with me, though, to really dive into the TV section. She needs to catalog the damn things first. That would really help. There's Funko Pops like strewn all throughout this place. They were kind of up on top of shelves all around, but look at this Independence Day set. If that thing wasn't $120, that would have been really, really tempting to take home. I don't think I've ever seen it, to be honest, so definitely on the rare side. They had some import stuff like this Star Wars set. Never saw it before. Kind of neat. Don't care to own it, but still kind of neat. This Irwin Allen set has been on my list for a little while. I will get that damn set. It's still a new set to get. I can get that at any point. But yeah, lots of steelbooks here too. Good steelbook selection. I'm not actively buying all the steelbooks possible anymore, so I didn't go to town on that. But they separated out the 4Ks, tons of those as well, and then so many Blu-ray mixed around too. The Blob is a rare kind of instance of both the remake and the original are both awesome and in their own ways. Departed is a great movie. There was a lot of good stuff in here. I already own a fair chunk of the stuff I'd want in here. Fugitive, really damn good movie. $45 for the 4K kind of shocked me a little bit. I don't know if that thing is out of print now, or maybe it was the slipcover demanding that. I didn't know Killer Clowns was a $45 4K now, so some of these prices were a little shocking. Rebel Without a Cause, high recommendation for that 4K. If you don't have it, haven't seen it, really high recommendation on that one. I thought it was great. Weapons, the price wasn't even that far off of new, getting used without, I don't care about the slip, but still, $35 for Together used. Like, some of these prices are a little like, what the hell? They had Warehouse 13, though. That's a super fun show, but they only had season 1 there. Now, here's one I just haven't gotten around to getting. U.S. Marshals, I have Fugitive, and U.S. Marshals is a sequel to it. I just never grabbed it for some reason. So that's why I have it in my hand. Westworld, great movie, but the 4K is coming from Arrow. Wait on that. Working Girl, $80. Where the hell did that price come from? That thing must be super out of print, and I just didn't know it. So I put that thing back so freaking fast. Soylent Green, damn good movie, but that is also getting a 4K, which should translate to a pretty damn good one. As you're seeing here, the Blu-rays just keep going. There is so much here to look through. And I'm doing this right after Disney. It's already been kind of a long day. There's just not as much kind of sparking my interest. Though this Heavenly Bodies is definitely one I want to grab at some point. Just not here. The Hidden, that's a gem. That's a gem if you haven't seen it before. High recommendation there. This is like a recommendation thing right now. So both the District 13 movies, they're both coming to an umbrella box set that looks super nice. I really, really enjoyed District 13. If you've ever seen Brick Mansions with Paul Walker, that was the U.S. remake. But I really recommend the French movies. They're so damn good. They're entertaining, lots of parkour and action, and just definitely recommend them. But as you're seeing now, lots of toys, collectibles, things like that is the next kind of area, which they've got a lot here. You guys know I like this type of stuff. I find a lot of cool things in here, like that freaking Blade Runner figure there for $20.49. Hell yeah, that's super cool. So there was definitely things I would have liked to have walked out of this aisle. Like, really cool stuff. People trade some interesting things. They probably didn't get very much money for it either. But that's what it is selling to these type of stores.
All right, so the selection, pretty solid, actually. Found some stuff. I actually had U.S. Marshals in my hand. I was going to buy it, but, I checked with April. I know we don't have it. For some reason, it's one of those ones, like we had Fugitive. We just never picked up U.S. Marshals. Regardless. Where the heck did I park? Oh, I parked over there. But she said it was $8.99 on Groove. They had it for $15. That's not that far off of double. There were several other things I looked at. Heavenly Bodies, they had the Fun City edition. They had it for $35 used. It's like $18 new online. Like, I'm at the point now, I'm not buying to buy. I'm buying because I want, and I want not, it doesn't have to be the best price, but it has to be like a good price. So if I'm buying it in the store, if it's like comparable, double ain't comparable. So we'll see how the next book off is. I hope it's better prices than that one though. Good stuff in there though. Like, there was a 1/6 figure for Blade Runner 2049. I would have loved to have gotten that, but I don't have the room to take it home, and I didn't want to spend $120 right now because vacation coming up and stuff. So it is what it is, but that was cool. In days of past, this would have been part of a movie hunt because Target had movies. Ah, gee, what a time period that was. but I have like an hour and 10-minute drive to the hotel, and I might go get In-N-Out actually for dinner, but I'm gonna go grab a drink and stuff like that for the ride. So unfortunately no movies in here. Even the game selection is so sad. Oh, I remember when it used to be exciting to come to the store even for games. Oh, this Kirby is adorable though. No way. Oh, geez, dropped him. That's super cool though. That is a really good game. Pretty good amount of books though, at least. Plenty of those. Ooh, I legitimately do. I actually really want to read this. I wonder if the audiobook is actually the actresses. I didn't realize that was out. I do want that. I always enjoy looking in this section too. Like, that is so cool. There's 2 new terrors for Herbert West. That's great. Some amazing Lego sets. And just today, Pokemon got announced. That's pretty cool. They aren't faint for the heart though, price-wise. The one set's gonna be $650. But ooh, look at that. That's a really cool set. I know April wanted that one as well. I went in for a drink, came out with a Stranger Things book, so that's kind of cool. I may or may not start reading during the week, but I have about 12 hours of flights and layovers and stuff on Friday, so I might be able to finish this thing just on the flights and layovers. I am finally gonna get to try In-N-Out. I've wanted to try one for a while. We don't have these in PA, so get to try it now. Well, got that down there, and this is so damn big it doesn't fit in the cup holder. Good Lord, extra large is extra large. Back to the hotel, take that in, take that, finally try it out. But first, this is comical. I had to, after leaving that place, make a right because it's a sectioned off road, so you had to make a right and then go to a designated spot to make a U-turn to come down the other way. That's fine. They make so many large ass trucks that guys that are trying to compensate for something will buy and only put their Whole Foods orders and shit like that into the back of it. This guy's truck was so big, and it's a 3-lane road he's trying to turn on to the other side. And this thing either has the turning radius of a Mack truck or the dude can't drive. He makes the turn and has to then back up in traffic to go forward because the thing couldn't turn. Why are people buying trucks that big or that they can't drive? What the heck? Anyways, I'm going to go finish that Texans game and try some In-N-Out. All right, made it back into here, which that is nice to see, 17-6. But from what April told me, one of those is a defense touchdown, which is par for the course. Texans offense needs to improve. But I'm going to try this out now because, like I said, I haven't gotten to try it yet. We've got fries, which they look fine, nothing special. And the burger looks kind of small for the price. I'll try them out. I don't get the hype. These are fine. The burger was solid. I call it biased because it's at home, but like Five Guys, way better burger, I think. For like when it comes to like fast food burger, even though Five Guys is not fast, sometimes you can wait there a little bit, but that is a really good burger. In-N-Out was fine. I don't know if I'd go back necessarily. So now the focus is on that, and hopefully they lose. They could come back, but 4.5 minutes, 2 scores. Hopefully Texans move on. Well, this game is pretty much about over. Woody Marks just scored a nice touchdown. Just went right through everyone. Yeah, Steelers ain't coming back from this. They lost. Well, since the game is about set here, I have to go to sleep. I got work tomorrow. Like I said, I'm going to try to work in some other stuff after work. I think there's going to be I will head to another book off. We'll see where else. We'll see where this video takes us, where we go. But I love doing these vlog things. So, yeah, I'm heading to bed. But you'll see me pretty much right away wherever I am next. New day, and it's another book off. It is kind of crazy how many of these book offs are in Southern California. I searched it on a map, and it's just like they're everywhere. So if you're from California or you're watching this, you're like, duh, I've seen these stores so many times. But shockingly, when you think about it, me from Pennsylvania, there's not a whole lot of these around. I think the closest one is New York City. There's one or two in New York City, and it's basically a West Coast store. So, yeah. Anyways, they are just more of the same, though. They kind of just repeat it. Like, it's like a half-price books. You've been in one half-price books, you've been in all half-price books. They're laid out very similar. The only difference is, because it's all used stock, you can find different gems in each store. It's not going to be a cookie-cutter type of inventory, but the setup, it's all the same damn thing. I did forget when I was at the other store, but they do have these drawers as well. I think every book off has those drawers, and it's just kind of filled with like the extra stock. There's already stuff up on the shelves of that type, but whatever. I didn't dive into those too much. Just kind of looking around and seeing if there's anything. This one didn't separate out the steel books much, so steel books were kind of just intermingled, which is fine. It makes it kind of fun for like discovery. You know, you run across like Radiance titles mixed in there, Warner Archive titles. Things like that are kind of fun when they're not separated. You're like, oh, look, I found this. It's kind of fun. They did separate out horror though for some reason.
Step 1, bring your items. No appointment is necessary, but a valid. While you wait, explore the store and have fun. You never know what gems you might find. You can also sell books, figures, games, CDs, DVDs, and more. Offers are made as a total amount. Offer is ready, you'll be notified via text message. Once everything is explained, you'll receive cash on.
Another recommendation 4K wise, Maltese Falcon, great 4K, great noir movie. I got the Weird Al 4K. I need to get that at some point still. I watched it when it came out on streaming and just never got around to picking the actual movie up. Very, very funny though. If you like Weird Al, it's not even remotely trying to be like a real biopic, and that's what makes it so damn good. But we got Hell on Wheels. The whole series was like $29.99. That's pretty cool. Murder, She Wrote. Got all the giant seasons. It's just fun to kind of look around. They had these like vending machine things here. I don't know what that was about, but this area is going to be kind of their more either rare physical media or ones they recommend. They have that Angel box set. That would be super cool to get. I already own them all though. So there was neat stuff in it. Nothing that really spoke out to buy it. Not a lot sparking my interest in there. There was a really nice Angel set, but I already have all the Angel DVDs. I didn't need that. So, yeah, that's fine. It was fun to check out at least. I'm into a new day now. Well, actually, my final day. Work is done. I worked about an hour and 10 minutes away from here, and I just felt like driving into LA. I'm going to probably see a basketball game tonight, and I didn't know what I wanted to do. I just wanted to do something. So I made a quick stop at a filming location I really wanted to see. Unfortunately, I don't know if I could get much closer because it's not a game right now, but that is the LA Coliseum. Been in tons of movies. There's a great movie from like late 70s called 2 Minute Warning about a football game and a sniper that goes on in there, but I really want to go in there. Fortunately, it's all blocked off right now, so I'm going to drive around it and then I'm going to decide what I'm going to do next, but either way, we'll do something. I'm not going to the hotel. I mean, I got, what is it? It's 2:30 right now. I'm in Los Angeles. I'm going to do some fun stuff. So, like I said, basketball game tonight, but I still got time to kill. Well, I just parked, and that's where we're going next. Amoeba's a fantastic store, so may as well see what we could find. So cool to be back in Amoeba. Only like several months after last time I was in here. I came in specifically, though, because the day right before this had Ryan Johnson doing a signing for the Knives Out soundtrack along with the composer, Nathan Johnson. And I couldn't make it. It was at 5 p.m. After leaving work, I couldn't make it into Los Angeles Park and then, well, whatever. So I went hoping the soundtrack was there, and damn it, they had 3 copies. That is incredible. So I got to pick up a signed vinyl by Ryan Johnson for like $50. Hell yeah. I'm big into collecting Carpenter, and I have no idea what this John Carpenter Hollywood vinyl is. It's just kind of a mix of his different themes and stuff, but I never saw that cover, never saw that release at all. As you can see here, though, their soundtrack selection is absolutely on point. They have probably the best like vinyl soundtrack collection in any store I've been in. I mean, this is a big store, but the soundtrack selection, so damn good. But we're going to start looking now at the actual like movie physical media, which they have this little stand up towards the front of the store. It has a couple of things, but when you start walking towards the back, that's where there's kind of an assload of Blu-ray and 4K and everything. There's a lot. They've got a heck of a selection, and one of the best things about them is they actually curate the hell out of how they separate stuff out. Their way they organize is very, very well done. It's not just like a hodgepodge. Like, they're separating out into, as you see, Agatha Christie movies, Sherlock Holmes movies. They separate out based off directors, based off of genres, down to like mystery thriller is its own area. They do a great job. They separate classics out to their own area. Sometimes I wonder with stuff like this is there are certain employees that are like in charge of different areas of the store. Because if that's the case, whoever it is that kind of handles the movie physical media, y'all do a really good job. Like organizing, separating, very, very well done. And one of the cool things with Amoeba is there is a lot of gems mixed in there that you don't generally find in other places. I had a lot of fun in here. It's just very, very crowded, though. This is one of the ones I wanted to try to pick up at some point. Not yet, but I will grab that. So I'm spending a good amount of time here in the classic section because, again, I'm running across a lot of titles I don't generally find out in different stores. You could go to a store and you'll find movies like Click and The Terminator and titles like that all the time, but you don't run across some of these others like the classics and stuff all that often. This little alcove back here was steelbooks. Lots and lots of steelbooks. That Clue steelbook is a pretty cool one, but yeah, there was a lot there that if I was still buying steelbooks like I was, I would have spent more time in there. Right next to it, you got documentaries, and then you have what I guess is, I'm not going to say it's their rare titles. There was stuff in there only like $10. I have no idea what the hell this case was, to be honest. Just like a hodgepodge of different stuff. But then they had it out a little area here off at the end with 4Ks. Some that you don't see around too much. So, again, the way they organize, really cool. The TV section for April, didn't get anything from it though. And because this is a record store after all, like movies are just something they sell in here, but this is a record store. I love looking at wall records. Wall records are typically the more expensive. It's out of print. It's a hard to find variant. It's signed, whatever it is, but it is a more expensive vinyl. So it's always fun looking at the wall stuff. And then I found an Only Murders in the Building for Your Consideration puzzle, because apparently that's a thing that gets done, for your consideration puzzles.
Got a bag full of stuff here, which I will go over.
Next up, though, is the Funko store, which is seriously like across the street and down not even a block is the Funko store. This is actually where I parked my car, is right under the store. I went into this store and I left the store in the same mindset, but I'm not a Funko person for the most part. Like I have some pops. I don't actively go out of my way buying too much in the way of pops, but it is fun to kind of look at them. And one of the things about pops that when I do pick some up is they do get franchises that have like no other merch whatsoever. Those are kind of ones I gravitate towards. Like in the store here, you're seeing Harry Potter. You see the superhero stuff. You see like franchises that are already heavily covered with merchandise. That's not what intrigues me. It's the stuff that is kind of off the wall, weird, not as popular. Those things getting pops is what's really cool. Also, the theming, I say theming a lot in this video, but the way they put this store together was just very impressive to just walk through. Also, there was a bunch of little Mondo kiosk things around, which I completely forgot that Funko bought Mondo. I've put Mondo so out of my brain for the most part. I used to be a big Mondo person. I don't buy really much of anything from them anymore. But I mean, part of that is because Funko essentially started tanking the brand, but it is what it is. But the care they put into the store, super cool. It was a very entertaining store to walk through. Like, it was visually pleasing. A bunch of statues, setups, and displays. It was fun. You know I'm a Jurassic Park fan, so this was super cool to see. I had no idea, absolutely none, that Loungefly made shirts. News to me. They even had an entire horror dedicated section. Like, this Pennywise in the sewer, and then there's gonna be a whole like horror house. More than I expected.
I don't know what this area was besides like a nostalgia area. It was interesting. It was a mix of like Hanna-Barbera and then like mascot stuff. It felt more like it was a nostalgia area, but it was very cool. I gotta be honest, I did not expect in any way to buy Funko, but I got Funko here as well. So I'll show you everything I got between Amoeba and Funko once I get to the car. And then I think I'm heading towards the basketball game. The Funko store was actually pretty damn cool. So first up, we're gonna dive into what I got at Amoeba. This was the primary thing I was driving there for. This signing happened yesterday. I couldn't make that realistically after work and driving an hour here. They had 3 copies. So I got a copy that's signed by Nathan Johnson and Ryan Johnson. That's incredible. I am so freaking stoked that they actually still had that. $55, not that bad. Next thing up, we got, this is a quirky thing, but apparently they do for your consideration puzzles to go with shows. And apparently this has like clues to the show. Don't know what season this was done. I don't know what the image is, but it's an Only Murderers puzzle. That's just interesting. And then movie-wise, we've got, so I got Appetite to Murder, or Apprentice to Appetite, and Appetite for Murder. No, Apprentice to Murder. So I'm trying not to blind buy, but I don't know, being in Hollywood and stuff, I did kind of do a little blind buying, but this sounds legitimately really good, and it's freaking Donald Sutherland. So hopefully that is good. We have Big Easy, which I have seen, did not own. Dennis Quaid, Ellen Barkin. That's a cool one for $13.49. And then the last movie is College Confidential, which this I have not seen either. Taking a Chance, $13.49. It's supposed to be a risque movie for being 1960, and I'm curious, so I got it. Then for the Funko store, ignore my bottles and stuff like that. A lot of traveling. I just got to throw it out. But I did get that Jurassic Park shirt that you quickly saw. I can't unfold it in the car. That's Loungefly, and that's surprisingly comfortable. I had no idea Loungefly did shirts. But then I actually got 4 pops. I'm not generally a pop person in the slightest. I have very few of them. But there are occasional ones I get. That is Monk. I legit had no clue there was a Monk pop. This is one of my all-time favorite shows, and there is a Monk pop. That's kind of mind-blowing to me. That's one where if there's no other versions, no other characters, I'm okay with. There's other ones I would get, but having Monk, that's awesome. And then reach on in. I got 4 total pops. Very not like me. We've got 2 for Abbott Elementary. I got Janine Teague's. Abbott is a fantastic show if you've not seen it. Very, very funny. We've got... Okay, so I didn't get the other Abbott shown yet. This is going to be for the Birds. The Birds has a pop. The Birds has a freaking pop. That is amazing. And then the other one is going to be another Abbott pop. It is for Gregory Eddy. Really, Abbott is such a good show. I got some packing to do, though, when I get to the hotel after the game, because I got to fit all of that. It's all good. I got it. I'll figure it out. So, let's head on to the next thing. I would like to get something to eat and drink soon, too, if possible. Yeah, it's a work trip, but I got a lot accomplished for work, and I like having fun in my spare time. Good old LA traffic.
All right, point goal. Oh, what a goal twirler and all Hardy, the spirit leaders in the USC Spirit Troy.
That was a really fun game. Enjoyed that a lot. That's 2 college basketball games in the past month. A lot of fun. But tomorrow I fly home. When I get home, I should have some packages there. So stick with me. We're towards the end, but yeah, a lot of flights. And then we'll see. I think a couple Arrow movies came. So we'll see when I get home. I probably should have thought about packing a little bit better when I bought the Pops, because I got them kind of shoved into here with almost no room. And unfortunately, this thing is absolutely packed as well, bursting at the seams. I'm not particularly good at packing at all. I probably could have did it better, but oh well. Time for 14 hours of flights and layovers. Back at home, at least temporarily. I head back out to another area later, but I'm home, so I'll show you the stuff that came in the mail since I've been gone, at least. So consider it a little mini haul. And unrelated, look at my little kitty right there. She does not want me to pay attention to her. So I'm going to show you the prints and everything, but I do not know if I showed this at all. I got this for Christmas. I got 2 of these things. I don't know if I showed that. I don't think I did. They're really cool. Well, the one Velociraptor went for a tumble there, but they are cool when that doesn't happen. Movie-wise, I got some Arrow titles that came in. We got Evil Dead Rise. We got Snakes on a Plane. And we got Under Siege. And I have not had time to watch these yet, but great movie. Stupid movie, but fun. And really good entry into a really solid franchise. There is no bad Evil Dead. So, yeah, Arrow, freaking killing it. Really killing it. I'll show you some prints and stuff, but while I was gone, April did a lot of building for Lego. So, the Stranger Things Creel House and the brick heads for Stranger Things. Oh, and the gift with purchase set. So, yeah, she did a lot of building while I was gone. So while I was gone, several mystery tubes of prints came in along with some other stuff. So I'll show you everything I got here. Move that one off to the side. But the bottleneck tube came with a Fifth Element print that is freaking awesome looking. That's one I definitely would hang. That's one I'd get signed if possible. If it was possible to meet her, that'd be great. Next up, we got the Star Wars print right here, which is by that artist. That's the name of the print. It actually came with a COA, Acme Archives, but
pretty nice. I don't really actively buy Star Wars prints, but it is nice. I got this. No idea what this is. I've got a second one of this now. I can't even describe the type of paper, but it ends up looking like stained glass when it's lit. But I've now got two of these. Got this Avengers print here, which is actually pretty nice, even though I don't know if I would ever hang it. So this is one of the winners of it. This is a Lost Boys print. We don't have this art at all. Actually, I have like no Lost Boys prints at all. And I do a lot of cons that getting this signed by like Kiefer and Alex Winter and like that's very possible. So that's sick looking. I like that one a lot. And also a winner right here. This freaking Goonies is stunning. It's got like gold foil it's printed on. It looks so freaking good. And shockingly, I didn't have a Goonies print for some weird reason. I have one Goonies print now. I did buy one since I last looked, but this is only my second Goonies print. And that's really, really nice. I like that a lot. This is going to be from a Mad Duck tube. This is Secret of Nymph. This is going to be Tom Whalen art. Got 4 prints from the Mad Duck one, but that one is pretty damn nice. I always like Whalen's art. We got a Paul Man Crow here, again, because we already have this exact same print. Bought it when it came out. Also, a second copy of The Trouble with Harry. This came in a prior mystery tube, and we got it again in a mystery tube. Super, super fun movie, but now we've got 2 of the same print here. This is not one we had, though. This Bates Motel is pretty damn nice. And you could get Freddie Highmore and Nestor and Vera at cons and stuff like that. So, who knows? I might actually get that signed at some point. And final print to show, we have Long Legs straight from Neon and signed by Osgood Perkins right there. And I'm going to a con very shortly that has Alicia Witt, which I'll get her to sign somewhere over there. And hell yeah, I liked Long Legs a lot. Who knows? Maybe I get Nick Cage on it at some point. Did we show these also? I don't know. We got some Hocus Pocus little people there and some Mean Girls little people. I don't know if we even showed those. We also got packaging from Unrivaled, which is kind of another WNBA type league. A lot of WNBA players, but that's a long sleeve shirt we got. And we are headed to a game in on the 30th in Philly. So I'll be wearing this one, which flip it around, April. So that one's mine. That's going to be for Lexi Hall. And this one is going to be for April. I don't even think Vinyl is playing that game, but when we ordered, there wasn't a whole lot in our sizes. So that's going to be for Courtney Williams. I'm not even sure if Vinyl's playing. So that is everything that came in the week I was gone. Headed right back out again. I'll be gone for... I come back quickly, but essentially I'm gone for 2 weeks. Come back, then I leave again. So I'll cover whatever comes in while I'm gone the next time. And I'm going to film out in whatever stores are in the next area. Do another vlog type video. But that is all I have for this one. Thank you so much for watching if you made it this far in. And I will see you in the next one.